4. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the EG Pod Thunder with your boy, the young light-skinned Key Sweat, here with your girl. Has finally returned. It's been like 50 episodes. Back has returned on episode 98. The yogiest of the yogi, Fit Nessa Palacio, baby. Ash, get it? Wait. And her first time appearing live in the podcast. Took her 90 episodes. Only makes sense the year she was born.
I didn't even realize that.
That's what you were waiting for. Real bougie. Real bougie out here. MYOB__XO on Instagram. Cass.Cheesecakes. Let's get it, baby. So you have come on the podcast. You have finally reopened up your cheesecake business. So as you see right on the table right here, the computer's blocking this side a little bit. Let's push it back a little bit. When we need it, we'll get it back. But yeah, so Vanessa, you're the co-host of this one. Kay's a little nervous. You're experienced in the podcast, so feel free to hop in whenever you want. Any questions you have, feel free to take the reins over. I'll take a back seat to you. So, yeah, cheesecake. So how, what made you even get into cheesecake business, and why are you reopening now, 2023, episode 98?
What got me into cheesecake? So weird story. I was just really bored. COVID hit. Everybody, jobs shut down. I had nothing to do. Everybody in my family loves cheesecake. I was like, let me just try to make a cheesecake. Funny story, first cheesecake I ever made, I didn't cook long enough. And so when I opened the springform pan, it just came out like pudding. It just all fell all over the counter. And I was like, oh. But then I was so determined to get a good one. My second one was like fantastic. Oh, secking try was great.
Okay, second try. That's
yeah, you know what I mean? It didn't even take too long. I was like, oh, I just got to put it in there a little longer. You know what I mean? Didn't set.
I mean, of all baked goods to make, why did you go on cheesecake? Literally just because your family loves it?
Yeah, literally just because my family loves it. I tried it. I tried to make it. I made it. I brought it over to like a friend's fire. We had like a fire in the summertime. And they were like, yo, this is really good. Like, you should sell this. And I was like, you think? And they were like, yeah. And I was like, okay. And so I did like a test run on Twitter, and it went really well. And I was like, oh, I think I could do this.
Being like a business owner yourself and being like, entrepreneur, Vanessa, when you're hearing that stuff and you're like, oh, yeah, like you're good, you should do this. Are you thinking, especially being females, do you think people are just like chewing your own horn, like, oh, this guy just wants to get at me? Or you're like, do you have like those doubts still? Or are you like, no, I should go full fledged into doing this?
I think in the beginning, you always have a little bit of doubt, and you kind of second guess yourself, or, what would make me stand out than someone else who bakes or trains. But I feel like there's someone, and there's a group of some people always rooting for you, and you don't even realize it, whether it be family or friends, coworkers. It will spark interest to people, and the more you keep practicing at it and the more you keep like sticking to it, I feel like it can never not be rewarding. So even with self-doubt, I mean, I think that's one thing that goes into being an entrepreneur. You're going to constantly have that drive to, what else can I do now? What else can I do now? Because you are your own business, you the cheesecakes or training or, podcasts or whatever it is you might be into, there's always someone rooting for you, whether you don't think so. So I can totally understand where you're coming from. And I think you mentioned this was like around COVID time.
Yeah, it was right when COVID hit, when Gina Raimondo shut everything down. It was probably, if I look back, it was like May 2020 I started.
That's literally when I became a trainer.
That's crazy.
It was something about that.
Right. I think it's funny you spoke on like people losing their jobs, because I was one of those people who I unfortunately was let go because I had a really retail dominant position. I used to work for Alex and Ani, and I was on their merchandising team / like design team. So once the stores closed, I technically had no work. So they furloughed me. And I'm like, I have all this time on my hands. Like, just how you said, like, what can I do? Your family loves cheesecake. I was constantly in a gym, where I was previously. And I was just told, like, hey, why don't you just become a trainer? Take all this extra time to study, get certified, and start taking clients. And I did. I was so nervous, but I did the homework essentially, and I got it done. And I think it was the best decision I ever made. So no regrets.
I mean, hearing that, does that like inspire you? Like, I feel like a lot of entrepreneurs got started during COVID.
Yeah, a lot of entrepreneurs did get started during COVID, and it does inspire me. It just makes it like not easy to know, but nice to know that like it's easy to access like your dreams more nowadays than it was before.
It is, yeah. It's not like super like taboo to be an entrepreneur now, and I feel like, you know, not even that long ago, you know, you tell someone you're gonna leave your job, I was, you know, salary, full benefits, 9 to 5, to tell them I'm gonna be a personal trainer. You know, they're kind of, you know, mainly like, you know, the older crowd essentially, or even friends. You know, they're like, huh.
You know,
okay.
We're all Colombian here. I'm sure, like even like your
Right.
parents, it's probably like, what?
Yeah, I think my mom more than my dad, but I could tell my dad. I think I've said this before. I could literally tell my dad I want to be a WNBA player tomorrow, and he'd be like, "Let's go get you a basketball."
You're like, Candace Parker, who? Vanessa's better than her. But sometimes you need that. Like, I was talking about it. Shout out to my guy Cam's Corner. You know, he has his own podcast as well. He's actually your eyes play-by-play announcer, and he has big dreams. I think he's gonna get there, and just who you surround yourself with. He's like, dude, I don't surround myself with nobody who's negative. Like anybody negativity, I don't even, you know, entertain them, because you are who you surround yourself with. So like your dad giving that overwhelming support no matter what, I feel like that helps you deep down inside being like, you know, if he believes in myself,
right,
like why can't I, like if he believes in me, why can't I believe in myself? I mean, do you have the, you know, that being said, you know, you were gone for a little bit. For those who don't know, you had a booming start. You had like 2,000 followers on Instagram. Still don't know why you deleted your Instagram, but I guess it's another topic. But you know, so like, now you're back. Did you feel like that support, like when you were gone, like, hey, Cassey, where did those cheesecakes go? Like, what was like your, you know, reasoning to reopen up?
Yeah, I reopened up. I mean, basically by demand. People were reaching out like, hey, do you make cheesecakes still? Hey, can I order some cheesecakes for a birthday party? I remember like going on Twitter one day and somebody was like, hey, whatever happened to Cass.Cheesecakes? I'm really craving a cheesecake right now. So yeah, basically just like people demanding it. I shut down just because, you know, everything with COVID started to subside. Jobs started to reopen. I did everything 100% by myself. So it was just a lot. It was just, I had to choose. So I went back to work for a while, and now I decided to, with some like time management, I can do the two. And so now I'm back in business, guys, for you. Here, got you, all demands met. I got a couple new flavors too. Yes, it was not a smart move on my part to delete my Instagram.
Definitely not, guys. Tip right here, social media guy. If you're gonna disappear, just deactivate. Do not delete your shit.
Do not delete it.
Do not delete it.
Well, I think I deactivated it, and then after so long, though, it deletes it if you don't come back after like the deactivation. I think it's like 90 days or something.
Potentially.
Yeah.
So I think that's what happened, and so it just completely deleted.
Well,
the
deactivate,
Instagram
come
page.
back for a day, then deactivate, and you keep doing that if you want.
Maybe stalk someone on that page.
Your fist there real quick. Who the fuck is Cass.Cheesecakes?
Why is she watching all my stories?
Well, I'd rather have that than view my story now, or like those random ones at the bottom of your thing. I never get those people.
I get the weirdest ones too. It'll be like sexy kitten 87 BBBB C cup. Like what?
But the crazy part is, every story, sexy kitten ABC cup is watching every single one.
Every single one.
So it's like, dude,
they know more about my life than I do myself.
But shout out for supporting though. give a like at least. Help out the algorithm. What the fuck?
Leave a comment, would you?
For real. Love the content. Check it out every day. But loving the content. I know we're gonna keep talking, but I know there's a time limit on cheesecake for being outside.
Yes.
So we should probably do the cheesecake tasting first. Why are you here? Why we brought Nessa She's eating these cheesecakes. She's like, I got a hard 5:30 out because I need to work it out after. So
It's literally so funny you say that because I do have a client after, and then I'm taking a boxing class, and I'm probably going to burn every single one of these calories that I consume. So, yeah, I mean, technically, he's not wrong. I am going to go burn off this cheesecake. But to all my clients, it is not on your meal plan, but it can be a cheat meal. I will fully support if it's a cheat meal.
yeah, for sure. Let's get it out. Cheat meal right here. Which one should we do first, Cassey? So we're doing left or right or left?
Yeah, or maybe say which each flavor is.
Yeah, so I'll leave it up to Vanessa. She can choose which side she wants to start with. So here is kind of like fruity. Over here is more like chocolatey and like decadent. So I have on this plate a apple crisp, a s'mores, and a Reese's. And
I'm gonna do it again. For the real.
What was that? What do you want me to do?
For the real, do it again. What you just did.
Oh, s'mores, Reese's, apple crisp. And then over here I have strawberry, mango, and key lime.
So where we starting, Vanessa? Nessa, where we starting at?
I'm a chocolate person. I'm gonna say that right off the bat. So I'm gonna go with s'mores.
Okay.
S'mores.
For those who don't know, this is legit. Vanessa, you've never had. This is the first time having Cass.Cheesecake.
This is my first time having. Yep, this is my first time having.
So don't hold back. If it sucks, tell her it sucks.
Yes.
So we're giving it a rating. What could be better? What do you like the most about it? Let's get it right here. She's trying the s'mores first.
I'm gonna do the s'mores first. Something about the marshmallow looks really good.
And so the s'mores is a graham cracker crust. It's a layer of chocolate cheesecake, a layer of classic cheesecake, topped with a homemade chocolate ganache and marshmallows put under the broiler.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
that's amazing.
So that's one of my new flavors.
Brand new flavor. First person who had it. Nessa Palacio. What's your rating? 1 to 10. Let's get it.
That's definitely an 11.
11 out of 10, guys.
Delicious, actually.
Thank you.
That is actually amazing.
And all these flavors will be on sale for the next 3-4 days, or if they sell out sooner, then they sell out sooner. I only have 7 slices of each one.
Oh, wow.
They will be on sale.
I'm going to get a thing right here. My first time trying out this s'mores as well.
Yeah, I feel like the s'mores was really calling my name. I was like, it was just sitting there in front of me. But I am more of a chocolatey person. If I was going to do like a fruity one, I would probably say either a simple strawberry or a mango would probably be my next. But I'm going to try the apple crisp one now.
It's really good. I'm not a s'mores guy either, but it's really good.
Apple crisp, I also feel like just reminds me of this time of the year. Apple pies or apple picking. I made an apple cake not too long ago, and it was really good.
Oh,
too,
you guys are battling. You guys enjoying it together. The cakes and the cheesecakes.
Yeah, we can link up. And so the apple crisp is homemade as well. It's a graham cracker crust, classic cheesecake infused with the apples and then topped with the apple crisp.
Oh my god.
She's like, I thought I was going to come on here and get some shitty cheesecake. This is crazy.
No, that one is an 11.
11 out of 10, both of them back to back. Vanessa's like, God damn, you know, I'm canceling all my appointments for sitting here banging out these cheesecakes.
I'm not leaving till every crumb is gone.
Sorry, Michelle, you ain't getting shit. You ain't getting shit. You should have came on.
Not getting anything.
No, but, you know, we're only 2 cheesecakes in. I'm sure they're going to keep getting better and better. But real deal, you can be honest right here. When we ask you to come on and do this, are you thinking you're going to get those Walmart price rate cheesecakes and you're like, oh, shit, I might have to act when, you know.
I mean, to be honest, I love desserts. You know, if I was going to pick a dessert, like I said, it'd be something like chocolatey. I think it's just, I can't even remember the last time I've had cheesecake, but I know I like it. So I knew when she had mentioned the cheesecakes, I'm like, oh, well, I can't remember the last time I've had any, but I do like cheesecake. So yeah, I'd be happy to do it.
But then coming here, you're like,
yeah,
I might have
coming
to act,
in,
shit.
I was just a little nervous because I feel like
It's hard to mask your feeling, like your face.
Or, you know, like she had mentioned the first one, like, was like pudding or something. Like, I was like scared. I was like, oh God. But no, I think honestly, from the beginning, I that was just a quick cross my mind, but I knew they were going to be good.
Hey, love to see it.
I do remember when you had sold them previously, but I do remember people really posting about them. So
Thank you.
I knew I wasn't gonna be upset about it.
Yeah, you knew you weren't gonna come in like hating it.
No, God no.
We got to finish these. Do you see that clip of that guy eating the hot dog and he didn't like it? It went like viral. He like bit into it and he's like,
No.
It was probably like hot dog water just like squirted on it.
You sound like a slut.
I ain't never been mad about hot dog water, but can't imagine that guy was.
So the next one right here on this plate, what do we have left?
Right, might as well.
It's the Reese's.
Oh wait, I didn't even get the.
Yeah.
What was the one I missed?
Apple crisp.
Apple crisp.
While he's eating the apple crisp, couple fun facts. So none of my cheesecakes could ever be baked and sold in the same day. A lot of time goes into these guys. I make everything from scratch: the crust, the ganaches, the glazes, the insides,
Fire.
everything. They get baked for several hours. The chilling process is like another 14 hours. So that's why I require all orders to be placed 72 hours in advance.
I think that's why it tastes so good. Is because it tastes so fresh.
I don't rush anything in the process.
Literally so fresh. So if I did have a cheesecake, whenever it was, how long ago it was, I think it was probably like a store-bought one. And it almost doesn't even taste the same. Like, not even Cheesecake Factory. You know what I mean? Like, even Cheesecake Factory has that taste of a little bit of like kind of sitting
It's
for
been
a
sitting
while.
for a while.
This is literally like fresh cheesecake. It's absolutely delicious.
Yeah. I mean, because she knows I'm pretty like blunt with her too. And she knows I love cheesecake. So if they were to suck, I would be like, dude, these things fucking suck.
Yeah.
The first time I had them, I was like, Jesus Christ, these things are so fucking good.
I actually wish Michelle was here, and in her honor, I will tell the apple pie story because I don't think she's told it on this podcast before.
No.
And it's perfect because it's also about baking and how shitty it was. Now, you would think me being, her sister, she could kill someone and I'd fully support it. But on Thanksgiving, maybe like 4 or 5 years ago, my sister decided to bake an apple pie from scratch. She brought it to Thanksgiving. Everyone was so full. There was no time for dessert. No one was hungry enough for dessert. So needless to say, no one ate her apple pie. My cousin at the time had work on Black Friday.
My cousin at the time, cut off.
Payola, I'm sorry, you're still my cousin. I was just saying, my cousin at that time had work. She had work on Friday, so she decides to bring Michelle's apple pie to work for her coworkers. And it was like a potluck, and people start to go for the apple pie. Now, once they cut into the apple pie, it was like Michelle was fucking Houdini. There was no apples. There was nothing inside of the apple pie. It was a crust, and like it just like disintegrated into nothing. It was dust. She overcooked the apple pie so much, everything inside like disappeared.
That's hilarious. It was like an apple turnover then. It was an apple turnover.
There was no apples in it. I don't know what she did. We're like, are you sure you didn't skip a step? So she embarrassingly like sends a group text to everyone in the family and was like, Michelle, there were no apples in your apple pie. And all my coworkers just let me know. So I don't know what's more embarrassing, that my sister didn't even know how to make a good apple pie, or that my poor cousin brought it into work the next day and her coworkers literally
For sure, the cousin. For sure,
I think that's worse.
The cut off cousin being embarrassed.
Hell, you're not cut off. I'm so sorry. I know you're gonna watch this too.
She actually cut them off because there was no apples in the apple pie. She's like, how dare you guys embarrass me?
Oh yeah, she cut you guys off.
She cut us off. She's like, you're done.
That's fucking nice. Well, this one right here, what was this? It's like a Snickers.
Yeah, so I didn't get to explain this one to you guys. It's the Reese's one. Mm-hmm. So I had this on the menu before, but I did tweak it a little bit.
It was way different.
So before, it used to be a graham cracker crust with classic cheesecake with just Reese's throughout it, and the chocolate ganache with Reese's on top. Now it's a brownie batter crust, and it's peanut butter cheesecake with the Reese's throughout it, and a thin layer of basic cheesecake on the bottom, like classic cheesecake, then the peanut butter cheesecake with the Reese's throughout it, the chocolate ganache, and then Reese's on top.
Well, we got the chocolate one right here. I'll go my favorite first. I got to go with the Reese's. I'm a Reese's guy. The Reese's one is my favorite. Dabble, Chris, I mean, they're all fire. They're all like 10 out of 10s, 11 out of 10s. 11.1 for me.
Right.
I'm going to beat Vanessa. But no, seriously, they're like 10 out of 10s. But Dabble, I like this one second and this one the third just because I'm not a s'mores guy. I did it for the pod, but it's still good. But definitely one Reese's, Apple Crisp 2. And that. So what about you, Vanessa?
I would say s'mores was actually my one. S'mores was my one, and I would say apple crisp and then Reese's. I'm actually not a Reese's person.
Oh, look at that. Opposites. I don't get how people aren't Reese's people. Blows
I'm
my
more of
mind.
like a
Three
Kit Kat.
Musketeers or some shit.
Ew. Yeah, and almond joy too. Fucking Christ. Ugh.
What are you? Are you Almond Joy?
Snickers. No,
Snickers.
oh God.
Oh, okay.
No, yeah, Snickers.
Snickers.
Who the fuck likes Almond Joy?
I do have a Snickers cheesecake too, by the way. It's not here today, but I do have that on the menu.
I'm gonna say if you're a Snickers, you have to support your own kind.
I like Kit Kats.
Kit Kats are good.
Yeah.
Twix.
White Kit Kats or the
No,
black?
no.
The regular? Oh,
It's regular.
how about peppermint ones? Those fucking random ass
Oh my
ones.
God, why?
God.
The worst candy is definitely Twizzlers. You should have a Twizzlers cheesecake. See who fucking buys it.
Ew.
I kind of like Twizzlers.
I do too. I actually am not mad at
but
them.
not in a cheesecake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, not in a cheesecake.
So you can get the fresh ones though. We can talk about other stuff after. Let's get to this one right here. So in front of Vanessa, you want to get to. Boom. Oh wait, did you do it in front of you? I'm an idiot. Bam.
Strawberry, mango, key lime.
I've actually never had anything key lime, so I'm excited to try that.
Okay.
I don't even know what my taste buds are gonna expect for key lime.
Just like
Do you
so.
want a napkin to like?
Saving that to
Yeah, I
life.
have a napkin here.
Awesome.
Yeah, so while you're doing that, we have a mutual friend, all of us, Official here, talking about like not knowing what to expect. He came on, he had a mixtape and a premiere on the podcast, and same thing. I didn't know what to expect, but it was fire. Definitely go check out his mixtape. But same thing though. When he's here, I'm like, damn, I'm genuinely hearing it for the first time on the
Yeah.
podcast. It'll be hard to mask it if it stinks,
Right.
but it wasn't. It was really good. So go check it out. So
It is really good.
Yeah, it's really good. Apex, go check it out.
Eddie's one of my longtime friends, and it is a really good. You guys should definitely check it out. I'm gonna go with. I guess I'll save key lime. I don't know. I'm gonna go with key lime first.
So just in case I don't like it, I end off something I like.
You can clear
Key
it
lime
with something
first.
else.
So it doesn't matter where I cut into, right? It's essentially all the same.
Yeah, it's all the same. So the key lime is a graham cracker crumb.
Yeah, is there
crust.
etiquette to eating a cheesecake? You start from the front and the back. Doesn't matter.
I don't want to say that I'm well versed in that. I don't know. I say eat it how you want to eat it.
Oh, I love that. You know, I love limes because it reminds me of like, not that this reminds me of a margarita, but I love margaritas. And I feel like I would want a margarita.
Margarita cheesecake. One margarita.
Two margarita.
We were in the
That
car
was
one
really
time. You liked it?
I like that a lot. I didn't even know what to expect, but I taste the lime, but it's like sweet and soft.
So to bring it back to guys, it's a graham cracker crumb crust. It's a classic cheesecake, and it's just infused with lime juice, and then lime juice and like lime shavings, and then
Wow.
topped with whipped cream and some limes.
I love whipped cream. I don't know if you're a whipped cream person, but I love whipped cream.
Whipped cream or Cool Whip?
I would probably say whipped cream more. Whipped cream more, and then Cool Whip.
I'm not a Cool Whip person at all. You like Cool Whip?
Cool Whip is like what people put fruit with, right?
Yeah, I was gonna say I like Cool Whip with like strawberries and stuff, like as like a dip kind of, not really as like a whipped cream.
So now, are cheesecakes the only thing that you like to bake, or are you a baker in general?
Yeah, no, I'm just a baker in general. I like one time my friend came over and we literally spent 11 hours baking. Shout out to Mia. Love you, babe.
Okay, Mia.
Yeah, we were like it was like dead winter time. And it was so hot in my basement because where we were cooking was in like a basement level. It was so hot. We had to just keep going outside. Like we'd put it in the oven and then we'd go outside and like get fresh air and like no jackets on, just like
Right.
middle of December. We were just sitting there like, wow, this feels so good.
Girls out here baking for 9 hours. Guys are talking about basketball players from 1990. That's a difference. I've never baked with any of my friends. I can tell you that much for damn sure.
It was so much fun. We brought wine, like she brought wine. We just like drank and like baked, and then we got to eat we made like focaccia bread, cinnamon buns, artisan bread, like sliced bread. I had fresh sliced bread for like 2 weeks.
The fuck, did you guys do a fucking pop-up shop outside?
Oh my
No,
God.
we didn't sell any of it. We just ate it all.
That's, I mean, that sounds like I would have enough to like meal prep desserts for days on end.
It's like, fuck, boxing every night now.
All right, I'm going to go with the strawberry next. And this one's the same idea, like the...
So it's just a classic cheesecake topped with strawberry glaze. I home make the strawberry glazes as well, so everything freshly made, but it's just a classic cheesecake. Graham cracker crust, classic cheesecake inside, whipped cream, strawberry glaze on top.
I feel like you can't go wrong with a classic cheesecake, though, with strawberry. Holy shit.
We were having this argument the other day. It was like why do people
literally can't go wrong.
It was made for it.
Yeah, I guess. I know. I'm on the
Wow.
opposite spectrum. I'm like, if I'm gonna get a cheesecake, I'm gonna get something crazy like caramel macchiato. I'm gonna do like a white Oreo. I'm not like a typical strawberry guy, but obviously I'm in the minority in that aspect because Vanessa's loving it right now.
Yeah, wow, that's really good. I think that's probably like my favorite so far is the strawberry.
She got
A classic
I
strawberry.
mean, that's how I
always for the win.
used to have it. It's just a classic, but then again, it's coming from the girl. I grew up eating like
flan.
cakes and special K, so anything kind of just like simple, not too much,
Yeah.
but you can't go wrong with a classic strawberry cheesecake. That's really good.
Love that. Finish. I'll start mine after you finish yours. So wait, this is mango.
Mango.
Mango
Okay,
and
yes.
off.
So
Mango.
before you start the mango, I do want to say, because I do want an honest opinion on this one, it is a new flavor. I made the mango ganache from scratch. It's a graham cracker crust, classic cheesecake, but it's actually swirled with the mango glaze and then topped with the mango glaze and whipped cream. Now, some people strain their mango, some people don't. I've never made a mango glaze before. Do you like it not strained, or is it too like? Can you taste too much of like the stringiness from the real mango? Because it's real mangoes. Should I strain it? Basically, should I strain the glaze?
No, I think the glaze is perfect.
You like it?
Yeah, I like it like this.
Awesome.
I mean, I wouldn't know what the other one would be like. Kind of like
probably
the
just like a
strawberries.
smooth. Yeah, like a smoother. Like it wouldn't be.
I think it adds like a really good texture. Like kind of feels like I have like fruit in it almost. It's really good. I really like that mango actually. I don't know. I'm mostly a chocolate person, but I'm feeling this fruit with cheesecake.
Damn. So we out here just telling lies now, Vanessa.
I usually am a chocolate person, but the strawberry, the mango, the key lime.
It's just that good. Every single one. She's like, that's my favorite.
So we're
I
gonna
know. I'm like, damn it.
So we're gonna finish the fruit side. Let's rank the fruits 1 to 3. What are we doing here?
Okay, so damn, that mango was really good. I'm gonna go with strawberry as number one. I don't know, strawberry and mango are both up there, and then I guess second one would be key lime.
So that's the fruit side. Top 6 right here. We're doing. How you ranking all 6 of them? Why are you doing this? I'm gonna start getting my taste tested.
While you get yours, Steve. Okay, if I had to do my top 6, I would probably say. Oh, I just got cake on my face. I would probably say strawberry, s'mores, apple crisp. No, strawberry, s'mores, mango, apple crisp, key lime, Reese's.
Damn, Reese's last shit.
I guess I'm not a Reese's person. I liked it though. I really liked how you said you did the brownie. I think that's what saved it for me. I think the brownie bottom is what you
Brownie
said.
batter crust.
The crust, that actually, I don't know what the previous one tasted like, but I think you definitely did something
There with that.
with, yeah, you did something
you
with
definitely
that.
have to be a peanut butter lover for that.
Yeah,
cake.
so if you like if you like peanut butter, I think you would like the Reese's one, which I know people. I think the most popular candy in the U.S. is Reese's.
It is.
Right? I feel like
Yeah,
I've
no, it
heard that
is.
before. So
I did
I
a
did not know
Halloween.
that.
Yeah, I did a Halloween podcast with Steve in Mexico City, and I did a bunch of candy research beforehand. And Reese's is number 1.
number 1, yeah,
Yep.
I had a feeling it was.
Yeah, like there was something fucking random. It's like 3. I can't remember what it was, but Reese's number 1 though. She has to try the caramel macchiato. Do you want to get in the fridge?
Oh, you
I'll-
have that here?
Yeah, I have it here inside the box right there.
Yeah.
So while you get it, I'll keep talking to Vanessa. We'll keep running this podcast up.
My usually go-to Starbucks is caramel
Oh.
macchiato.
And so it's infused with Starbucks espresso.
You're about
So I have the Starbucks espresso grounds. You're gonna love it.
You're about to have a new number one. I'm telling you right now. Because I don't even like caramel macchiato. Number one by a landslide. Number one by a you might as well. Unless you're not gonna eat during the podcast. It's up to you.
No, I won't eat it during the podcast.
You can take them to go. Vanessa's like, I'm taking these home and I'm not sharing with Michelle. These are all mine.
They're all mine. Can't have any.
It's really crazy because like I was telling you guys, like I was telling, said it on the podcast right previously. I'm pretty blunt with her. So like, it is beyond wild how good they are.
Mm-hmm.
Like I think they're up there competitively wise with like Cheesecake Factory, legit.
Well, like I was saying, I feel like it doesn't, like these taste so fresh, and at Cheesecake, you don't get that same type of freshness feeling.
Mm-hmm.
I actually stray away from the cheesecake at Cheesecake Factory. I'd rather just do a different dessert, but
Why is that?
because I feel like it has more of like a cold, almost like a frozen texture. Like these are soft and they have like that sponge, and like they have like the batter at the bottom is still like, I don't know, it still feels like a really good crust underneath.
Oh, that's the thing too. The crust is like so, like say if you buy from Walmart or you buy it frozen, like it's not the same thing at all. Like, and I know she says like there's like a time I think you have to eat it in, so it's like fresh. So like she doesn't like selling them to like after the fact. So like say like she had it sitting, she usually like toss it or something like that. Like someone didn't pick up the order, she's not gonna be selling it to somebody else.
Right.
Long story short.
I mean that's what I'm saying about like that frozen feeling. Like these definitely tasted really fresh. I'm actually very impressed. That was really, really good.
Yeah, you can. She's not here now, so you can lie. Would you not reorder from her, or would you order from her again?
I would 1000% order. Like now I know what I can order for certain occasions.
Oh, for sure.
You know
I
what
mean,
I
like
mean?
even good like catering, like bring that dessert to like Thanksgiving or Christmas. You're like, God damn, where you get that cheesecake? That's my girl Cass.Cheesecakes.
Like a nice little slice how big is usually the cake? Is it like the size of this thing?
So I offer, this is the caramel macchiato.
Ooh.
I offer 4 different sizes. So I offer a 4-inch, which feeds 1 to 2. I offer a 6-inch, which feeds 4 to 6. I offer a 9-inch, which feeds about 8 to 10. And then I offer a 12-inch, which feeds about 12 to 14.
Wow. That's a lot of size options.
She has a lot more different, but like she'll get into it after you try this. Why don't you try it right now? I want to see your reaction.
I'm so excited. Oh my God. I'm not even kidding. My usual, I switch it up a lot, but caramel macchiato is like, if I don't feel like thinking or using
Look
like
at
brain
that.
cells, I'll just order a caramel macchiato at Starbucks. I can like even the top. I don't know if you guys can see it, but the top of it has like these cool little pattern
So
on it.
it's graham cracker crumb crust, espresso infused cheesecake, topped with a homemade white chocolate ganache and caramel drizzle.
That's it.
How was it?
I knew. I was like, she has to try it.
I love coffee and I love caramel. And this is like it's so soft.
You see when you put the spoon into it, like the top moved. You do not get that at Cheesecake Factory and stuff like
No,
that.
you don't.
Does
That
it
was
taste
delicious.
like a caramel macchiato?
It does. It tastes just like a caramel macchiato.
She's like, Michelle, 1000% ain't touching this one. Hell no.
Poor girl. She's just at home. She has no idea she's at home. Like, I can't wait for her to get home. She's gonna rewatch this episode like these assholes.
Hey, she should have came through. But no, that is easily my number one.
That's delicious.
Like, I know you weren't able to make my birthday last year. I think you had a couple things to do, but Cassey had catered the party. I'm thinking I'm gonna have cheesecake to go. I'm gonna have cheesecake for the week. No one's gonna really eat it. No one eats desserts at parties. Most things. Everything gone. I was pissed because I didn't even have it. I was so drunk. I didn't have no cheesecake.
And I brought like 2 cakes. I brought like minis. Like there was a decent amount of cheesecake there.
Yeah.
I mean, I can see why. If this is there, then
Oh, yeah. It was absurd. And now you're saying what side options she has. I mean, you can finish that throughout the pot if you want, or you want to. Should we put it away right now so it doesn't go bad?
Yeah, are you done with those?
Yeah,
two?
yeah,
'Cause
I'll-
I can put them
yeah.
away really fast.
I'm
fruit
not gonna
ones?
keep eating while we're on.
Yeah. I'll put pause to this. You have boxes or like the pan?
I'll take it in a plastic bag.
She's like, I'm taking these shits.
I'll just hold it. I just drive like this.
Drive with your knee. Fuck this. I'm getting these cheesecakes home. So yeah, so talking about, you're talking about the sizes she has. So I don't even think Casey wants to get into it. What else do you offer for like variations to cheesecakes? You're about to blow Vanessa's mind right now because she's about to have an extraordinary spread for Thanksgiving and Christmas.
Yeah, so when you ask like if I just like to bake, I do just like to bake. And obviously, like, I feel like cheesecake is kind of something people crave. Also, I've realized like people either love cheesecake or they don't. And so to brand just on cheesecake at the moment, I do plan later on to expand into more than just cheesecake. But so that way, like, I offer more than just cakes and slices. I have a sweets and treats menu, which is essentially just like a munchies menu. But everything is incorporated with cheesecake somehow. So I have like cheesecake minis, which are just mini versions of all the cheesecake flavors I have. So I have 21 flavors on my menu right now.
Wow.
And I have about like 25 like in the book, like waiting to come out. But all the flavors I have on my menu, you can get in mini cheesecake bites. You can also get fried mini cheesecake bites come with the toppings to put on top of the fried. So like people really like the fried Oreo ones because they'll get like it's like fried Oreos, but it's fried Oreo cheesecakes. And then it comes with the white chocolate ganache dressing on top to pour over it for you guys, and with more like Oreo crumbles on top.
Oh wow.
Outside of that, I have cheesecake shooters, also available in every flavor that I have. Just little like 3-ounce shooters that you could put out for like parties, and then cheesecake cups, which is essentially just bigger versions of those, also available in every flavor I have. I offer them in a small and a large option. Then
the price is right underneath you right now. Mini cheesecake bites, half a dozen $8, dozen $14. Fried mini cheesecake bites, half a dozen $14, dozen $24. Cheesecake shooters, half a dozen $20, dozen $35. Cheesecake cups, small 8-ounce, that's like $8, and then large 16-ounce $14.
Wow.
And then you get to your next one you're about to say. It's right underneath you right now, so peep right there.
Oh, you're gonna link it.
It's literally right underneath you right now.
So the cheesecake waffle cones. So these are served like an ice cream. So I take waffle cones and I put the white chocolate ganache on the outside, and depending on what, because I also offer them in every flavor I have. So depending on what flavor, I'll just use like the strawberry as an example. I do like a strawberry crunch on the outside, and then I put cheesecake filling on the inside with like the fresh strawberries throughout, and then freeze it, and then it's kind of served like an ice cream pop, but in the waffle cone.
That's fire. Funny ass story. This is when I had Invisalign when you were doing it, and we had like a pool party outside, and I was feeling a little wavy, and I forgot to take off my Invisalign, and I bit into the strawberry cheesecake waffle cone. Tire Invisalign, pink, and cheesecake is out of it. I was like, God damn it! And Ellery looked at me. He's like, "What the fuck? Look at your face." And I'm like, "What the fuck?"
No way.
Right, I was so weird. I was so pissed. I looked like a moron, and that's like when I had to wear them too. I was like, "Oh, what the fuck?"
Did it dye them?
Yeah, there's like some stuff you can sell. Like you put it like soak it in, then it takes it off. Yeah, but it was pretty bad for the meantime.
What a great way to promo it. Just like a picture of Efi like that right next to the.
So those cheesecake waffle cones, half a dozen $25, dozen $45. Cheesecake waffle cone, 1 for $12 and
They are
2
quite
for
big, the
waffle
cones.
Cheesecake waffle sandwiches. We're about to get to next for $1, $12, 2 for $24.
Cheesecake waffle sandwiches. They're 5x5 waffles. It's essentially just a cheesecake waffle sandwich. It's 2 waffles and your flavored cheesecake in the middle. But I flavor it up depending on what you get. So like if you got Reese's, I'd put like all the toppings. Like I do like the chocolate ganache inside of it with the cheesecake. The cheesecake texture too is different in a lot of my sweets and treats than it is inside the cakes. I cook the cheesecake different. So it's the same recipe, it's the same flavor. The texture is just like a lot creamier. So it's not really like a cake like in the waffle cones. Kind of tastes just like cheesecake ice cream.
Nice.
Or like a cheesecake frozen yogurt, kind of more so.
3 more items to go.
Chocolate covered cheesecake stuffed strawberries. So
Mouthful.
they're
you definitely are blowing my mind. I didn't even know things like this
She's like,
existed.
Are they made? Can we block out some time for this to come back with Michelle?
I will say my chocolate covered strawberries is one of my favorites. So I think I do like strawberry stuff too, because that strawberry one was really good. So
it's just chocolate dipped strawberries hollowed out with like cheesecake filling in the middle.
what the fuck? That sounds crazy.
It's so good.
She's like, when can we do this part 2 for the sweets and treats menu?
Well, I do want to do a part 2 for a tasting of the sweets and treats, and you can tell
Sweets
Michelle
and
she
treat-
can come this time.
Michelle might trap me at home and come here when she sees
You
this
got all of
one.
it last time.
You got 2 more to go. This one, next one, both those half a dozen, $20, dozen, $35. Next item right here on the menu. This is a popular guest, _Jetson's favorite item. I know that for a fact. It is the cheesecake tacos.
Actually, this along with the cheesecake waffle cones were the 2 like top sellers on the sweets and treats menu. It's the cheesecake tacos. So it's basically like a taco, like a dessert taco shell. Filled with cheesecake filling, and then it's topped with whatever. So like if you had apple crisp, it'd be topped with apple crisp as like it was like the taco filling.
Yeah.
Same thing with like the strawberries. It'd be like strawberries and strawberry glaze.
It's like a shell, right?
Yeah, it's a shell. It's a hard
like
shell.
like a hard sweet
But it's
shell.
sweet. Yeah, it's pastry.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah. And then so it's like covered in like a sugary graham cracker crust, like the shell, and then it's baked, and then I put the cheesecake in the middle and then top it.
Oh wow, that's so genius.
She's like, when are we doing this episode?
So when I do
Crazy.
pop-up shops, I sell them in packs of 3s. On the menu, I believe I have them as just a dozen. Like if people are
24.
going to do them for cater, because the menu is more so for people who are placing catering orders.
Yeah.
I will be doing pop-up shops twice a month. So every other weekend.
We'll get to that
I will
after
be
you
doing
finish
pop-up
the
shops.
menu. So cheesecake egg roll, new item here on the menu.
It is a new item, so it's exactly as it sounds. It's an egg roll, but the filling is cheesecake.
A cheesecake egg roll?
Yes, and so it's deep fried. Yeah, it's an egg roll. You know what I mean? It's an egg roll, but that's one of the sweets and treats that's not going to be available in every flavor. So it's the basic flavor on the inside, or I could do chocolate cheesecake. So chocolate cheesecake or vanilla cheesecake, but it'll be served with like your choice of caramel, chocolate sauce, strawberry sauce, cinnamon sugar, or like powdered sugar.
Gotcha.
Kind of like a cannoli. A cheesecake cannoli.
Or kind of almost even like a fried dough, like a cheesecake stuffed fried dough, but it's not going to be thick like fried dough. It's literally like a thin over layer, like an egg roll.
And that says a dozen for $24. Am I reading that correctly? It's covered by your Instagram thing. I can't see what it says.
Yeah, I think it does say that.
Yeah, I think it's $24.
Yes, it does.
Well, if it is, now it's $24.
You said.
Yeah, so that being said, so Vanessa, you heard everything right now. So what's like your initial thoughts after hearing trying it out, seeing the menu? You know, is this what you expected? What was your thoughts coming into it? And like, what's your thoughts now?
I mean, to be super transparent, I do remember you selling the cheesecakes previously, like I had mentioned earlier, but you are very creative. You're very creative. Your desserts are absolutely amazing.
Thank you.
I can see why your family loves cheesecake so much, but now that you make it, you know, like, wow, that was really good. And I will say I will be at the pop-ups.
Thank you.
If you have, I think you said 2, so every other week for like 2 a month or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure we'll be attending those pop-ups. I mean, they make really nice treats to people, or like bring them as like gifts almost. You know, it's that time of the year. There's like all these holiday seasons. Like I have like Friendsgivings and holiday parties. So I feel like this is something perfect to bring when you don't want to, you know, cook so much constantly. Like a really good dessert, and maybe like a bottle of wine or some espresso on the side to come bring it. So good. I'm actually very impressed and at how creative you are, and how delicious you made those cheesecakes. That was really good.
Thank you. I really appreciate that.
You're welcome. Love to hear it. And talking about the pop-up shops, I know you want to give a special shout out and to which ones you're going to be popping at this upcoming weeks. So do you want to talk about that and the little gift you got?
Yeah. So my friend Coog, when I first started, was actually the first person to give me an opportunity to vend an event. So I used to vend some of the poetry events. I will be back there vending this November 30th. It'll be my first event vending again since opening up. So I guess me and the Daily Note just kind of have a thing like that. But no, Coog got me this and it's super cool. I don't know where the camera is. Like,
You're right. You're good.
so it says Cass.Cheesecakes on the top. It's so super cute. And then on the side it says the Daily Note. If I have
Oh yeah, I see it. How
far
cute.
enough that way, but yeah, super super cute. I'll be there. Shout out to the Daily Note. You know, they do a lot of awesome events as well. They curate a lot of events. Check them out. Definitely. Yeah. And then so my pop-up shops, I won't be considering those like when I go to vend. I'll be having to, I guess, I don't know if you'd really call them pop-up shops then, because they're going to be like out of my base. So everybody would have to come pick them up, pick, you know, the desserts up. Yeah. But, yeah. So any opportunity that I get to vend, any places that want to, you know, get in contact with me to vend, I'm looking for those opportunities. But outside of that, I'll still be doing 2 pop-up shops a month. Just basically those, I will take items from my sweets and treats menus and I will package them more so that it could feed individual people. And then sell those in the pop-up shops. So like the cheesecake tacos by the 3 or the waffle cones, single, like by the singles and stuff like that. Cause as I was explaining earlier, I more so have the menu for like people who are going to buy in bulk, who are going to be doing like parties or like, you know, picking up for catering orders, etc.
What's probably like the biggest order you've had so far?
I think the biggest order I had was probably like, it was like 4 12-inch cakes.
Oh wow.
And like a couple like minis.
We were just having cake at the party.
Yeah, I was like, thank you. So don't get me wrong, I totally appreciated it. It was awesome. That was 1,000% my biggest order. But I think like baking that was nothing though. Cause days where I'd have like pop-up shops and I used to do like pre-orders and people would pre-order. I think I used to get something like 30, 40 orders from people, but then like they would order multiple things.
Yeah.
And it's like, so that was like 4 or 5 days of baking because I got to pre-bake a lot and then everything else is from scratch too, like the glazes, etc., all that, and then topping everything, boxing it out, making sure everybody gets the right order. It was definitely a lot. That was definitely a lot. Those are definitely more.
This time coming around, is there anything different you're doing than the first time? I mean, besides like the sweets treats you mentioned about kind of elevating your look a little bit and things like that, but
yeah, so taking like my presentation a lot more seriously, that matters. It's always mattered to me, but just like even the little things that I've learned that make it better. Definitely trying to do that. Even just like the way I present the cakes, how I like push them out. And then just like being a lot more organized. Yeah,
I'm definitely, I don't think I'm talking out of pocket here, but I'm definitely helping her out with that aspect. I'm helping her create a website right now. That's, you posted earlier in your story where you're accepting Square now. And I was telling her like to more like the business side of it too. It's like, you need to, you know, to do that. You know, that side of it, having a website, it just makes it look more professional. You know, like a Google business account. You know, if you look up Cass.Cheesecakes, you're up there immediately. You know, it's stuff like that. It's little things that go a long way and like that business aspect of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'd say that definitely for sure. Just like trying to look more professional. And he didn't speak out of pocket. He 1,000% is helping me. Just like get that more in lock. Like just trying to look super professional. Like I guess that's really just it. Like trying to look like I'm a real business. And I've always been a real business, but
and you're 100% definitely still a real business, but I would say the getting that done in the beginning is always so much better than waiting until you're like booming and businesses thing, because once you start, you know, even if you didn't have a website and, you know, people still ordering, but the fact that you did it kind of early on is so much better, because some people kind of hold off on that kind of stuff. But you're right. Once you have that presentation, you know, people take you a little more serious. Someone's trying to haggle you, like, you know, things like just kind of seem a little more seamless, very organized. So I think that's a great idea. If you help her out good. So.
Well, thank you. Yeah. And, talking about new beginnings and reopening, since the last time you've been on, a lot has changed as well. You're at a new scenery. I want to tap into you really quick. I know it's hard to get you too. You're also hard to schedule, like my boy El Ray. So who knows, next time you might be on. It's been like 40 episodes. So last time you've been on, a lot has changed. You want to give a shout out to, your new place. Last time it was kind of on the low. Yes. Now you're promoting it now. So, how about you? Where things have gone, where you've been at now? And, kind of the same question you get to Cassey to yourself. Mm-hmm. Have you rebranded, and what are you doing now differently at this new place?
I mean, I want to give a big special shout out to my Push Factory family. Push Factory is a privately owned gym in North Providence, right on Douglas. Some of you guys might be familiar. It is a gym where you pretty much come in for one-on-one personal training, and then you can also go to the group classes, and Shane offers a lot of like boxing. He does a lot of strength training classes as well. So big special shout out to them. They are my second family. They're just amazing. Everyone there has been so welcoming since the beginning, and I'm just so happy to be there. It just feels right. I think I struggled a lot with leaving a previous location, and I kind of went into a little bit of hiding essentially. But I never stopped training. I never stopped seeing my clients. I kept going. Actually, shout out to the previous gym I was at, Angels Performance and Fitness. It was right in East Providence. Also a great gym, but I just felt like it was time for me to kind of come out of my shell a little bit, and being at Push Factory has done just that. So I'm so happy to be there, and I think this time around I'm just I always liked the way I was training and the way I become a trainer, but I think I'm just starting to think a little bit more about myself and what do I expect from myself in the future and things like that. So I'd probably say I'm just excited to keep taking clients, accepting clients. I'm going to be offering, actually, you guys are probably the first to know, but I'll be offering a yoga/stretching class very soon at Push Factory, which is exciting. So
But the EG Pod exclusive.
Yes, exclusive information. I haven't even mentioned it to anyone, but we're excited to start offering that class. I used to do it previously, and it's something people always kind of message me on. So I feel like it's a good little add-on to all the group classes. So we have like the strength training, we have the boxing, and now we'll have a little bit more of like a mellow class for stretching, maybe some mobility work, a little bit of abs in there.
Yeah, I've been seeing on your stories recently, you've been saying that, you've been paying attention to your body a little bit more, so if the day calls for just doing like massage bed, or if it calls for just doing the Stairmaster for an hour, you said that you've been listening to your body more instead of trying to push and do everything all in one day.
Yeah, I feel like I was just constantly a little bit, again, back to being an entrepreneur, a little too hard on myself. The fitness industry can be very saturated. It's, one person tells you lat pull downs suck, and then another person swears by lat pull downs or deadlifts or squatting with a belt, no belt, shoes, no shoes.
Arch your back. Don't arch your back.
Right. It's okay to round your back. It's not okay. Shoulder back, shoulder. It's a very tough industry to be in because it's so opinionated. But at the end of the day, anatomy is anatomy. Something that works for you, might not work for someone else, or it could work just a little bit of tweaking. And I think I'm just doing more of what I like and what works well for me. And I think I kind of stepped away from the heavy lifting. I just noticed it was doing more of a toll on my body than seeing results I necessarily wanted. But yeah, I'm excited for this. I'm excited to be part of the team, and I feel a lot better. I feel more comfortable. I'm very open about where I am. I'm back. Almost feel like I'm back to myself. It felt like I had to kind of start over, but
Was that a little difficult at the time, or like
Yeah.
starting over?
Yeah, I feel like it's kind of just like a big sigh, like, oh, I gotta redo this and, put on a certain face for my clients and a certain facade on IG because I'm motivated, I'm athletic, but there's days where I want to
Eat some cheesecake,
order
baby.
pizza. Yeah, get some cheesecake, order a pizza and sit on my couch because I have so much things going on in my mind, but I feel like, things work out and it's what, it's not the end of the world. If sometimes people are scared of change or starting over, and I think I've learned to just embrace it. It's not as terrifying as some people may think, if anything, I think starting over is the best thing that's ever happened to me. So
yeah, I mean, a lot of people are definitely scared to the next step, and it's like, oh, they're scared to reach the mountaintop, but they never get to the mountaintop because they don't push themselves to that point.
Right.
Like, who knows what's going to be on the other side unless you persevere. Sometimes it can be really difficult, but a lot of people ask me like, how am I doing, like a million things, and like Cassey asked me that like at brunch like 2 weeks ago or something when we went out for our cousin's birthday, and I was like, I don't even think about it. I think one time you said it too. You're like, don't you need a secretary? And you're like, are you hiring? I'm like, I enjoy doing it. Like, I embrace it. Like, I'm always up for like the challenge. Like, you never know what you're gonna do unless you try to do it.
Right.
There's so many things that everyone can do, and that's why I like doing the podcast. I like seeing people, like, shout out to my guy Andy. He's in LA, works at Yahoo Sports. Cam doing stuff for ESPN. Doing so many, and they're all from Rhode Island. John Hope, so dope, and like Flanny. I'm not sure if you guys seen that. Josh Flanny, Dymar's fiance, was in the podcast, and he used a podcast episode as his audition tape to get the job at PC. And he's the MC at the Proudest College basketball games.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that. That's awesome.
Didn't even know that. He said it on the podcast. He's like, bro, I used our episode as my audition tape. I'm like, that's crazy.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that is. That's so cool.
And it's like just seeing people from Rhode Island doing stuff. But like, if they didn't go out and try, you never know. And for that next step of their life, like you're saying, like, I'm sure they're all nervous to do what they're trying to do. But like, you don't know unless you do it,
Exactly. And I think that's just what it really comes down to. I feel like as I get older, less and less is impossible to me. Like, you'd be so surprised what you're able to do. And it's more, I feel like nowadays people can do more. It's just a matter of wanting to do more.
100%.
If you don't want to do it, then you won't. It's just that simple.
Yeah. And, so what do you want to see, be an entrepreneur in your fitness career? We're about to end 2023. So what's like your New Year's, resolution, you think, or like goals for this upcoming year?
I think I want to, I know I want to create more of a brand, essentially. Maybe not necessarily targeted with my name, associated to my name, but something I can brand, whether it be something health related, fitness, yoga, a lot of like meditating, things like that, some sort of like wellness area or wellness brand. And it's something, me and my sister are both really interested in. So I would probably say me and Michelle have been doing a lot of thinking on some more wellness aspects of things kind of coming in together. So we'll see what the new year brings.
I'd love to see it when you guys have it finalized when the podcast, we can talk about it. I'd love to see that type of stuff. I'd love to see it. And one last question for you, Vanessa. If you had a billboard in Times Square, what would be on it?
Oh, I would be wearing the cutest workout set.
Get it, girl.
And I'd be wearing the cutest yoga, like, workout set. I'd be on, like, a yoga mat. And it would say something like, oh my God, like, can I pitch this? What the hell? I'm like in this set, maybe like, Cass's little strand out, kind of like I'm sweaty. I was working. The yoga mat's there. I'm like doing a flow. And then like I come out of the flow and it's like empowering one woman at a time or one person at a time.
So it's like an in motion billboard.
Yes, like an in motion. It's moving.
Love to see it.
We're all moving. Everyone's flowing with me, just looking.
I love it.
But first off, you had that answer quick. You definitely thought about that.
I'd never even thought about that, but that came so fast in my mind. I could see it, actually. I don't know who is going to... Maybe for the brand like Aloe Yoga, even. You ever heard of that brand?
Yeah.
Aloe?
That'd
Oh,
be
my
fire.
God. That'd be... Oh, well, yeah, it'd be like my brand. No, see, my brand comes in. My wellness brand will be on that Times Square
As you gotta do
billboard.
it up. You and Michelle's. I love to see it. So, Cassey, if your cheesecake taco was a character in a movie, who would play his voice in an animated film?
Wow, I'm so sorry. Repeat that one more. I feel like that was
Like
so
Sausage
packed.
Party?
Like,
If your cheesecake taco was a character in a movie, who would play his voice in an animated film?
oh my God, what's that guy that we watch in the morning? One margarita.
Andrew Santino.
Andrew Santino would be the voice of the taco. I just feel like it fits so perfect, you know?
I thought you were going to say Bill Burr, to be honest.
No, the tacos are so happy. Bill
Yeah,
Burr is such an angry person.
They
You'd
do
be the
seem
villain.
happy.
Yeah, he'd be the villain.
Who would be the villain in your Sweets
He
and
would
Treats?
be like the piece of like crust that got like kicked under the counter and has been there for like 4 years.
I feel like the shooters would be evil.
Yeah, the cheesecake shooters. Okay.
I think it
Not
might-
evil, but they would be like
Yeah, you know, like they're the bad
Squirt.
guys. Like
just squirting on people.
You sound like a slut.
Terrifying.
If your cheesecake could talk in the movie, what do you think it would say about you? About you?
oh God. Wow, why is that such a hard question? I don't know.
Well, she sure does swear a lot when she bakes.
yeah, something like that. Or
You guys want to see her mad? If
no, yeah, I don't know. I really don't know.
so, you never been on the podcast before, so if stumps a lot of people. If your biggest hater wrote a book about you, what would the title of it be?
Oh.
I never asked you that.
No.
Going back to you then. Think about it. It's a stumper.
Repeat it one more time.
If your biggest hater wrote a book about you, what would the title of it be?
Like I know what I want it to be, but I want it to be nice. So I'm trying to like
No,
fit it together in my
hater
head.
would say.
Like along the lines of like
You don't have to hold your tongue. You can say whatever you want.
kind of just like I don't know what I'm trying to say. Like I know what I'm trying to say, but I don't know how to word it. Like
All right, what do you think about
basically
it?
they've have tried to be me their entire life. Like, you know what I mean? Like
Good rough draft. You need to get a better one for the final copy.
you know what I mean? Like, okay, go to Vanessa and then come back
Okay,
to me.
mine is
Yeah, what's
Efi ... Really? Question mark. Because I feel like people are like always thinking like Effie's doing this really? Or Effie's traveling really? Like, oh, that kid from high school? Like, oh, that kid, like, because I wasn't like top of my class, but guarantee I'm doing better than the majority of people in my class. They're probably like, oh, Effie's doing that. Effie's traveling again. Oh, really? Or like, Effie got a podcast, really? Or Effie owns his own business, really? So stuff like that, like definitely like it's a retrospective question, but I think that'd be the perfect title for my thing. Effie ... Really? Question mark.
I feel like mine would say something along the lines like kill him with kindness, essentially. I feel like I'm so nice to everyone that because that's why I feel like someone would essentially be a hater, is because I never give people a reason not to like me, or I've never disrespected anyone, or like I said, never given you a reason. So it's like, that bitch is so fucking nice. You know what I mean? Like, you can't eat fucking killing everyone with kindness type bullshit, you know? And it's,
if the biggest haters rating it, they'd probably write that part. That bitch is too nice.
yeah.
That'd be a good
But
one.
I mean, I am sometimes too nice. There's probably a few people I should be pretty nasty with, but I choose not to be. But I think it would probably be something along the lines of them just being so mad at how nonchalant I am about so many things in life. I don't care enough to react to absolutely anything.
Hey, I think that's my problem in relationships. I mean, that's a whole other podcast right there. But I'm too nonchalant. I don't care about stuff, and you're not gonna get me mad. If you're gonna try to get someone mad, you're gonna get mad that I'm not getting mad.
Right.
So
Yeah.
that's what it is for me. Have you thought about it yet?
Yes. So 1, I did misunderstand the question. So that's not what I would name it. 2, I think I would name it. Damn, it's like the minute you guys come to me, I like forget
Stage fright, God.
everything.
It's her first time. It's her first time.
The noob.
I'm writing your book. The noob.
There it is. Say it.
Yeah, it was. It was like, oh, how does she do it?
Ooh.
That's the name of the book. How does she do it? Because like, how my hater sitting there
I
like,
liked that one.
how does she always do it?
Yeah.
That's what my hater's sitting there saying. So
Yeah.
they're just like, damn, how's this bitch always do it?
Mm-hmm.
Love
I
that.
love that. Okay, she said I came back and I came back strong.
Right?
Got the answer you wanted.
Better than both of you guys.
Literally. Yeah, that was great.
So now you're a billboard in Times Square. What's on it? What does it say? What is it? You had a blank canvas. Do what you want on it.
And it can be in motion, clearly.
Yep.
Okay, going with the theme of cheesecake because this is what I got the episode for. This is just as it was coming to me. So boom, you know when you get a text like somebody can send you like emojis through text and it's like the screen, so it's like boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
So it's like cheesecakes, boom, 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 like all over the like they're just like flying at the billboard and they're like splatting when they get to the billboard, but it's all my cheesecakes, like all the different flavors. And then it's like I'm so sorry, I don't know, like something like a corny phrase, like you know, like how I did like who doesn't love free cheesecake, and it's just like an advertisement for like my cheesecake. And then I come out with like I have a green apron at home, so that's why it like came out green. But like I come out with my little green apron and I'm just like, yeah, buy yourself a cheesecake. That is my billboard.
That's so cute. I like the text idea.
Right? She's like boom, 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 boom. You know?
Love.
Or it's like, wait, she's back. She's back. She's back. She's back.
Yeah, there we go. Like all
And it's like
those
everyone's
coming-
like, wait, who? And it's like, me, Cass.Cheesecake.
yeah.
Your little green apron.
It's like I look like the little like a Wendy's kind of logo, but it's me. Like for
Oh
the
yeah,
cheesecakes.
like a
I'm
cute
just
little cartoon.
Love to see that.
Perfect.
Oh, you have a hard out. 5:30, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So we have 7 minutes left. We're ending this off right. So talking about that, actually, and then I'll frame it the other way. So, what are your final thoughts? What do you want to see Cass.Cheesecakes growing into?
So I think that getting into the cheesecakes when I started getting into it in 2020 and then doing it made me realize I want to make a career off of food. So whether it be Cass.Cheesecakes or something else, I think the end goal would just be to push out really good food. So I like to be in the back of the house in restaurants. I've been a waitress, I've been a bartender, but I really enjoy cooking. But I want to give good food. Like I want to, I don't know, maybe eventually open like a 5-star restaurant or something.
And you're open to collaborations with other restaurants?
Yeah,
or
absolutely.
programs?
Other chefs, other restaurants, other businesses, especially other like small owned, locally owned businesses, small businesses. Get in contact with me. Let's link. Let's curate together.
Her Instagrams are right there. Her Gmail, cass.cheesecakes@gmail.com. Website coming soon. We're in the works with that. So hit her up. DM her for now to place your orders in for Thanksgiving. Any other ways am I missing right now to place orders for you for Thanksgiving?
No, just through DM.
DM if you want to get right with Vanessa. After you eat her cheesecakes, you need to get right. How do they contact you, Vanessa?
It is also through Instagram. I believe I have my email also associated to my Instagram. So you can either just send me a DM as well, or you can hit the email option and it'll send me an email about any fitness inquiries or consultations.
And remember, she's open throughout the day. Don't send her no 3 a.m. emails. She knows what's going on here. Same thing with
You're not
Cassey.
fooling anybody.
Same.
You're not fooling nobody. And me and Cassey want to announce on the podcast while you're placing those orders. If you're tuning into these reels, you can use EG Pod 10 for 10% off, or you can use Ness 10. How about that? Ness 10, Ness 10 for 10% off. Make sure you drop it. Let's see who wins here. I'm assuming Vanessa's probably going to win. She looks better than me right now. So they're going to use the coupon code. But yeah, Ness 10 or EG Pod 10 for 10% off your cheesecake orders. And the raffle, we are ending it off right on here before we forgot. So, Cassey, where the hell are we going?
Thank you for everybody who supported. Thank you for everybody who joined the raffle.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Winner gets a free 6-inch.
You ready?
We ain't mad about 6 inches, lady.
You sound like a slut.
So here we are. We're spinning it. Right.
It's spinning.
Oh, I thought I won.
Oh,
I was like, wow.
Steph or Strepo. Shout out, Steph.
Congratulations. I'll be in contact with you.
I love that.
And you know what? For coming on the pod, helping it out, I did this same thing as well. Shout out to my guys again, Coach Nadim. 2 teams from the Cowboys made nationals. Make sure you go support them. I'm gonna run up, support my guys as well. Brand used to play for them, the Cowboys. 2 teams made nationals. So Nadim, I'm gonna support you, and I'm gonna give we can raffles off 2 more times. I'll pay for the 6-inch.
6-inch.
2 6-inches. EG Pod is sponsoring for these 2 winners. So hopefully I win them both now.
All right, let's see.
Don't know who this is, but
Oh, okay.
you have one of the 6 inches. You know what that is?
I believe her name's Kiana.
Well, Kiana, you have one.
All right, I read that name a little wrong in the beginning.
And one last one, and off the pod.
Ooh.
Oh, my boy Tyshawn.
And
Nice.
Shout out Ty.
Tyshawn, Kiana, and Steph. Or
Steph,
Strepo?
yeah.
Yeah. So, and the pod. Who knows? We're gonna have you guys on again. Yeah, if you
For
want
her sweet treats.
Yes.
For the sweet treats.
We will schedule that.
For the sweet treats, someone at the pod. For the first time we've been on the podcast together. Vanessa, if you want to say anything to Cassey or me, you guys can make this. I'm sure maybe I want you to come on for the 100th, but sometimes hard to schedule you.
Yeah.
But just in case you are on for the 100th, if you want to say anything for the 100th episode, we are 2 episodes away.
I would say that I am beyond grateful to be part of this. I think even with scheduling, every single time I come here, I could be busy all day or whatever the case may be, but I come here, it's always good laughs. It's always a positive vibe, great energy. Cass, you are absolutely talented. Best of luck for you at culinary. And Efi, you are literally one of my favorite people ever.
Oh, thank you.
I think what you do is amazing. I think this podcast is always amazing.
Thank you.
And I wish you 1,000 more episodes.
I appreciate it.
Happy 100th.
Thank you. And hopefully you're on for the actual 100th. Trying to make it a big
Just
event. So you and it's the case. Mm-hmm. But yeah. So basically, Give Flowers. Our people are here. Vanessa has been on this plenty of times. She's done it with Michelle. She did it with Natalia. Yeah. So if you want to say anything nice to me, I can end it off. Unless you want to end off, I can end off. You can end off. If you want to say something about Vanessa, you can say something about me.
Just thank you both for really coming. Thank you for making it so easy to set this up. Thank you for trying it. Thank you for being brutally honest, even though nothing was brutal about your responses.
Right. No brutality here.
Don't watch when you laugh.
No. Yeah. Just thank you so much. And yeah, Efi, I'm super proud of you. I love watching your podcast. I'm sorry it took me so long to come on, but if you guys know me, like I'm so talkative when the cameras are not on, but I'm so awkward once you put a camera in my face. It's crazy. Thank you so much, Vanessa, for coming. Definitely hit her up for all your gym needs, training needs. Definitely the sweetest, nicest person I've ever met. Anytime I ever see you, she's always just like, hi, it's so nice to see you. I'm like, hey girl. Yeah, I'm nothing but grateful. Thank you guys. Tap in with every single one of us for all of our businesses and everything that we do.
Yeah, and I'll end off Cassey, but with Vanessa, I would like to say, definitely we have rekindled like our friendship in the past maybe a year and a half, 2 years, and it's always a great time, always great vibes. We've hung out, went out for Natalia's birthday, great vibe. That's and my girl. Yeah, shout out Natalia. And yeah, it's always cool. Like the dynamic we have now is pretty cool. Every time you come by, show love, see you in person. It's always a great vibe. And I was gonna say like proud of you for bouncing back. Like we had that conversation earlier in the podcast, and like you said, tough times are tough people survive tough times, and I like to see where you're at now. You seem like you're in a great place, and I love to see that where you just it can be tough to get out of those situations, and I think on the podcast, I say right now, like people always reaching out to me, like they thought I had some like background information, and even if I did, it's like, dude, she came to the podcast, and that's all it is. And if I didn't know that, and that's between us, and like, I'm not gonna put other people's business out there. It's never a thing to set anybody up. I don't want that to be my reputation, and I don't think I've ever done that with you. So I'm glad every time you've been on, it's been a great time, and I'm proud of you and what you've done. So I hope you continue going up from here. And I think whatever you and Michelle want to do, you guys can go get it. And I think just go keep chasing after your dreams for sure. And with Cassey,
I was about to sneeze. I looked so awkward. I'm so sorry. The camera's probably gonna catch that. I was like, continue.
We got a hard time limit, so I gotta end this quickly. But to round it off quick, I just want to address this on the pod, especially with her right here. Like she was saying, it took her so long to come on. One of my things, I don't really get annoyed or like pissed off easily, but it's so frustrating. Even people who've been on the podcast always comes up, who's your favorite, Cassey or Brandon? Happens every single time, and everyone's always like, dude, it's Brandon. It's like, no, it's not. I think a good coach, Vanessa's a gym coach, like she was saying earlier, everybody is different. I think if you treat everyone the same, you're not a good coach. And Cassey and Brandon are two completely different people. Brandon is good behind the camera. He's not shy. Like, you want to come to the podcast? Fuck yeah, let's do it. He's not camera shy or nothing like that. We both like basketball. We like sports. We like football. She likes going to the gym. So we all have those things. So people see me, Brandon, a lot. But they don't see me what I'm doing with Cassey. They don't see me behind the scenes, helping with the website, helping with the cheesecake stuff, giving her marketing ideas, taking her, like last week we went to Billboard. She's not seeing, like, she doesn't like the social media aspect of it. She doesn't like being posted and stuff like that. So it's like annoying when people are always like, dude, yeah, Brandon's your favorite, shut up. And it's like, no, I think like our parents treated us all the same. They did a great job treating us all separately who would need to be done. I think I'm doing the same thing. We have a great relationship, so I'm just ending it now from everybody, her right here. It is so annoying when people are always like, oh, do you even like her? It's like, the fuck are you guys talking about?
Oh my God, people have literally said that to
on
you?
On the podcast. You can go back and people are like, no, it's definitely Brandon. It's like, dude, what? No, it's not. Like, you guys like, no. Like, yeah, we just travel a lot to get Cassey always like doing other stuff. But we do hang out.
Yeah.
So I think it's throwing out to Becca. It's just so annoying because no matter what, at the end of the day, I support you no matter what you do. I think you can say that. We have conversations all the time. We talk in person. I support everything you do. The cheesecakes, fire. If they sucked, I would have told you they suck, but they're not. They're great. And I think you can do anything if you put your mind to it. And anything you ever need me for, no matter what time of the day, you can always reach out to me. I'm always giving you advice, no matter if you don't want to hear it or not. I'm going to tell you what the fuck you're going to hear the blunt truth if you're asking me.
And he does. He does.
He does.
So I think be a great relationship in that aspect. Treating you and Brandon both, like my kids know all the way to say it. So, no matter what you do, I'm going to be there for you. If you ever need anything, any time of the day, I'll be there just like I'll be there for Brandon. So, you need me at any time, give me a call. And, your cheesecakes are going to blow up. And when you're on the Times Square billboard, genuinely for the Cass.Cheesecakes, this was your first interview for Cass.Cheesecakes. Make sure you tap in. I love you. I love everything Vanessa's doing as well. Got love for you too, Vanessa, for coming through, supporting Cassey. I appreciate that. We support it. Make sure you use Ness10 for 10% off. EG Pod 10% off. Tap into Vanessa. Hit her up on Instagram. Tap into Cassey, Cass.Cheesecakes on Instagram. Make sure you place those Thanksgiving orders. Send us to the moon. Let's get it, baby.